This video is one for you guys. A selection of your recent movie fights that I'm going to judge and decide whether they're pass or whether they're a fail. As a massive thank you to you guys for all your support over the past year, this video is for you.
I still love you.
So without further delay, let's do this.
This is what you get for rally Yakuza's! Go home to your mother!
First up is a movie that everyone wanted. It got so many comments that my fingers got tired from screenshotting it. It is The Long Kiss Goodnight. This movie is an underrated gem. Great character development, brilliant action, Samuel L. Jackson.
A lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, you know what? I've been my mistake.
You're as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Right.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
I mean, how could this not be ranked amongst some of the best action movies of all time? Well, it often isn't. And upon its release, it just kind of came out and disappeared. And I actually struggled to pick out the best action scene, because either there was too many explosions or too many guns.
This way, come on, get down, get down.
So I opted for an early fight in the film. Now, what makes this fight so incredibly good is just two things. First off, our protagonist is at a disadvantage. Unaware of her background as a deadly spy due to amnesia, she doesn't think she can take on this antagonist. And therefore, we get this really well-directed action scene. I love this moment. This is a moment when unrealistic physics can actually be cool. But what really makes this scene is the switch in our protagonist. She realizes she can control the situation. And now see the look in her eyes. Simple filmmaking is often the best kind of filmmaking. No fancy tricks, no spectacular angles, no CGI. Just good filmmaking.
Just do that.
And I could have chosen so many other great moments from this movie, but this one does it so well and is so succinct. This is the first pass of the video. And if you've not watched this movie, get on it. It's an absolute action classic.
Run for your life!
Unlike this movie. Now, I mean, De Niro has done some wild stuff over the years, ranging from brilliant
But us spending time now.
to dumb.
Obviously, I've got the bigger 3-wood.
Good, maybe you can use it to hit your right into my
Holy shit.
But this is up there as some of the wildest, and it happens in this weird movie called Stardust. Now, controversial opinion, but I'm not a massive Matthew Vaughn fan. No, calm down. Here's the thing. He's a good director, just not as great as many people think he is. His last movies have been awful, and his best film to date is Layer Cake.
Lovely, isn't she? And she's a darling.
City baby, I can feel it alive now.
No, it's not The Kingsman, it's Layer Cake, and it's not even close.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But Stardust is not a bad movie at all, and this fight scene is pretty fun. It starts off with Mark Strong in a wig, and nothing beats Mark Strong in a wig,
I know a lot of spies, Alan.
and at a disadvantage against 3 witches, to which he soon finds an advantage. Now, the way this scene is shot is pretty good. Nice tights when the scene calls for it, wise when it needs it. You have great reaction shots from ghosts. Yes, ghosts. I did say this movie was weird. It does everything right, but perhaps what it really gets right is the ending with this cool voodoo doll drowning moment, which for 2007 has some really nice CGI. If there was one criticism of this fight, it would be that it's a little bit campy, but it's pretty consistent with the rest of the tone of the movie, isn't it? I mean, look at this again. De Niro. So I'm going to give it a pass. Now, I can't lie. Pacific Rim is the kind of movie that I have nightmares about.
It was all a dream.
Noise and just more noise. CGI slop. Big CGI things smashing other big CGI things. Nightmare.
It was all a dream.
However, I know that this movie does have a fan base, and a big one at that. Whatever happened to the simpler times, eh?
You got the touch.
Oh, I love this.
You got the
Arise, Rodimus Prime.
This is the Gypsy Danger versus Leatherback fight from the 2013 movie. But being objective here, this fight has the hallmarks of a good fight. We have our lead characters at disadvantage, which is evidently shown immediately with this punch. And then we have our characters realizing they need to work together to achieve their goal.
Come on! Let's do this together!
The CGI is good, the music, whilst maybe too present, is also good. And yes, it's a CGI monster versus CGI machine, but in the grand scheme of things, it works well and kind of pays off. The shouty Power Ranger-esque voice acting is a little bit off-putting and definitely downscales the scene, but overall, being objective, it works, and therefore, it's a pass. Now, as you may or may not know, this series has a no guns rule. So I was deliberating whether to put this fight in or not. However, here it is. The first thing to note is that the animation in this fight is world class. It's so damn good. Each frame has been sculptured with love. It's so beautiful to watch. The distinction between light and dark is incredible as well, again via amazing animation. And remarkable for animation, the impacts feel so realistic. In fact, I would say a little too realistic. And this is quite an harrowing fight, and far too visceral for animation. The true brutality of guns is no better exemplified than right here. And this is the reason why I don't like gun battles in movies. So to sum up the scene, it's beautiful visually and feels extremely visceral. However, it's going to be the first fail of the video. Based on the no guns rule, and also ironically, something I think it should be praised for, is that how visceral it is. Now, I can't say I've had the pleasure of watching American Ultra myself. But this scene took me by surprise. It has some of my favorite actors, Jesse Eisenberg, Walter Goggins, and Kirsten Stewart. And this particular scene uses loads of old school Hollywood tricks to immerse the action with the audience. For example, it has the good old Texas switch right here, a technique used in many films. And this shot, where the camera fixates itself to a sign and then swoops down to the scene, is most likely to mask a cut that takes us from one part of the action that was shot on another day to another that was shot on a different day altogether. And all in all, this fight scene is wonderful. The flow of the action is seamless, the use of real-world materials is inventive, and the scene has a clear purpose. This guy needs to save this girl. Simple. British-Iranian director Nima Norizadeh also directed 2 episodes of Gangs of London and The Gentleman. And it shows here, he has a great eye for practical action. And it's a real shame that he hasn't directed any action movie since this one. This is a definite pass. Now, speaking of passes, the spy drama flick Salt certainly made me pass the cinema because I didn't want to watch it. This is a terrible joke. Who wrote this joke? God, it's awful. But anyway, let me continue. Salt was the 2010 film directed by Australian director Philip Noyce. And it was certainly a movie.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
After the Bourne film became a massive hit, followed by the revival of the Bond movies,
You must be joking.
Sydney, it's been great. I'll see you, man.
Hollywood did what Hollywood does best and tried to create more spy flicks. Well done, Mr. Hollywood. Firstly, with Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which was a global hit. Well done to Mr. Hollywood.
No!
And then they put 2 and 2 together and came up with this. A flop of a movie that I barely remember anything about. And this scene is maybe an example as to why. A car chase scene that does everything by the numbers, but fails to elicit any emotion. And this is actually a great example of how not to edit and shoot action for aspiring filmmaker watching this video. Firstly, this fall from the bridge seems okay, right? But now, look at it again. It's actually not okay. It's actually bad. And why is it bad? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to give you a moment to figure it out. Meanwhile, I would love for you to hit the like button and subscribe. It helps the channel to grow and means I can continue to make more videos like this one. Ideally, I'd love to make at least 2 videos a week, if not 1. And with your help, that is totally possible. So please hit the like button or subscribe. Big love. And now back to this. So why doesn't it work? Well, 2 things. She falls. Nicely done. She hits the truck. Now let's suspend disbelief for just a moment as she hit the truck. But when she hits the truck, we have this shot. What seemingly feels like an impact. Has she been shot? It kind of looks like it. And then we have this shot.
She's on a blue semi.
Now, we have no angles of these guys' perspective of her, and on the track, we have no angles of her perspective of the guys. So we actually don't know where any of this is happening. And it definitely means we don't know if she's been shot, if the bullet hit the truck. We have no geography of the scene at all. And after that, we are then treated to more standard car chase moments, none of which are visceral, none of which are even captivating. The story is clear for sure. She's trying to escape these guys, but it just feels like a paint-by-number car chase scene. Ended with this. He takes a bike, and now we should get something beautiful, right? Like a bike versus a car. Amazing, right? But however, because the filmmakers decided to keep the shot so close and tight, you barely get a sense of scale or danger. And following that, the car chase is over in just under 30 seconds. Very underwhelming indeed. Now, there are some nice moments in this film. But to ruin a bike chase scene is a major no-no. This scene is a fail. Now this is how you do a bike chase scene. Now, there are way more comments and suggestions from you guys, which I'll cover in another video. Which fights from this video were the best and which were the worst? Let me know in the comments. And in the comments as well, let me know which scenes I should cover next. Now, if you're suggesting anime, it's always good to provide a link to the video. It makes my life so much easier.
Why? Nobody expects me to be driving this car. Fucking wait, not today. Not today.
Playing now is a great scene from the TV show Barry, which takes place in season 3. God, this is so loud. Guys, please keep it. Can you keep it down, please, guys?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's much better. Which takes place in season. Oh my God! Let me finish the outro.
Oh, is everybody okay? Fuck me.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Big love. Until the next time.